Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while, but obviously due to the current situations going on around the world, I haven't been able to really go out too much. But today I have a special review today for you, sent to be by the amazing people over at Holystone. This is their brand new released Deerc RC remote boat. Now, the cool thing about this boat is their new addition, the H120. It features a 2.4 remote control with high-speed racing. You also have a water-cooled system because inside the boat you have a lithium-ion battery. So to keep it from overheating, they added this new feature. You also have a reversion. So if your boat were to get stuck wherever you're playing with it at, you can simply go back in reverse and get unstuck. It also has a high-speed engine that can go up to 20 miles an hour. You just want to be careful when you go up to max speed that you have a nice open area to have fun in. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is open up the box and just show you all the components inside, and then after I show you what the boat looks like, we're going to go take it out for a spin, and I'll let you know exactly how well it works with maneuverability and everything. Okay, so first inside the box, we get a quick little instruction guide letting you know how to operate the boat as well as the feature controls. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So here it shows you all the different compartments. So you have stuff like your inner hatch, your outfall, you got a propeller in the back. You also comes equipped with a steering rudder and a guiding rudder. For the controls at the bottom, you have stuff like turn left trim, turn right trim. You can forward trim, direction rocker, so it'll let you know what direction you're going in. And you also have a throttle rocker to increase or decrease the speed. Next inside we get a little contact information brochure. So basically, in case you have any questions about the boat or any thing were to go wrong, you can email them. They have a few different countries you can email them in. So for the USA, it's usa@deerc.com if you have any questions, or you can call them at their toll-free number 1-855-777-8866. Next we have the boat itself wrapped up in this heavy-duty styrofoam to ensure when it's being shipped to you that there's no physical damage on the boat whatsoever. So I definitely like that they included that in this. So we're going to cut this open and see what we got. Also, I should probably note that there's already a battery inside the boat, but they were nice enough to actually throw in an extra battery. So that way, if you have both batteries charged, you can just swap out quickly and continue your enjoyment without having to constantly recharge in just one battery. Here we have the controller. And now here's the joysticks. The right side is for direction, and then the left side is for trimming and also for throttle. If you take a look up at the top, here's where you have your antenna to communicate with the boat. Up here on the top you have your trim options. So if you want to trim to the right, hold down this button, and then trim to the left, hold down this button. You also have a nice little LED screen letting you know a couple of the new features. And these right here, these aren't actual buttons, these are just for show. You have a nice little mountain stand, so whenever you're not using the controller for storage, you can easily just have it stand up. here we have the boat itself. Now it's a pretty decent size, and definitely first glance, and just by feeling it, it's definitely a little bit weighty, which is nice, so that way even with, I'd say minimal to medium pressured winds, it should still be able to get out of those situations. Like I mentioned before, on the back here you have your rudder and your propeller. So obviously this isn't moving now, but once you have it inside the water, it'll start spinning to project it wherever you want it to go. Overall, I really like the design of this boat. You can see on the side you have your H120 high-speed boat. Got your Deerc logo on the front. And then on the other side you have the same thing. And now one thing I do want to note is it does come with a low battery sensor in here. So that way, if you've been playing with it for a while and it's low battery, it'll start beeping. So that way you know about how much time you have to get it back to yourself. So just make sure you guys are well aware of that. It also came with some tools, so that way you can replace the battery, or if you need to replace any of the other parts such as the propeller or the motor inside, you can do that with, looks like you get a wrench, a screwdriver, and a couple other tools to help you with those problems. So hopefully though when you go first out you don't have any of those. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go to my local park and test out the boat, and I'll let you know how easy it is to function and operate, and then I'll come back with a analysis on what I think. Alright guys, so I'm at my local park right now. I'm going to go ahead and test the boat, see how easy it is to maneuver and operate. And that was my quick look at the Deerc H120 RC boat. Once again, huge shout out to Holy Stone for sending me this out for review. Overall, it's definitely a great experience and easy to operate, because all you have to do is, on the controller, you just flip the on switch, and as soon as you place the boat into the water, you hear a couple little beeps, and they'll know you're synced up and ready to go. Now it is recommended for 14 and up for as far as ages go. So I recommend if you are under 14 to just operate the boat with supervision, so that way you avoid any problems or any possible accidents. Now if you want to pick one of these up, you can pick them up on Amazon.com. They currently retail for about $64.99, which is a great deal, especially for the quality of this boat and the longevity that you're going to get with it, because I think it takes about a couple hours to charge and you get around 35 to 40 minutes of playtime, which is a pretty decent trade-off. Now if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more future videos like this. And as always, thanks so much for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.